Take it easy, bartender. Who do you think you're talking to?
Wasn't she gonna pull a knife?
A lot of bunch of wise guys around here. What are you coming on the floor here? Like a big scene?
You want it?
My name is Doherty. Why don't you speak? You can't have goddamn work for yourself. Oh, don't get this. Stand over here. Hey, Red. Who are you? A bum on the Bauer? Not me. I just come down for a visit. That was that satisfaction. Goddamn crap. Who the hell are you talking now?
My name is Brennan.
Brennan. Who the hell is Brennan? Well, look at Doherty. The greatest Irishman ever was.
Never will. The only friend I had in the world.
Hey, what do you think?
How you doing, bud?
Pretty good.
Town?
Yeah.
Where were you working?
On the railroad.
Whereabouts?
Jersey.
Well, I thought you brought down Monterey's.
No, I didn't get around.
Rough camp down there anyway.
So I hear. I've never been there.
That is very rough. How's things over in Jersey?
Fair.
That's swell.
They fed fairly good.
How's the flap?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Most of them kind of rough.
Yeah, I know, but this outfit gave clean sheets once a week.
Yeah, down Monterey's you don't get sheets.
Just don't get them at all, huh?
That's right. You just get the old. Don't even get. Well, you get one blanket. Spare a fellow a drink, though.
I tell you, I'm drinking beer.
Well,
that's all I'm buying.
That's quite all right. I appreciate it. I'd rather drink wine, though, but I'll settle for beer.
So be it. Give us 2 beers, please.
Appreciate it very much.
Hey, you're welcome.
Well, here's luck.
Your health.
Yeah, sure.
What have you been doing?
Lately just bouncing around. I've worked on railroads, too, but... Some of the boys over there, would you care to come over and join the party?
That's one of those guys over there. I think I worked with on a railroad once.
You worked with all of them in the railroad?
Yeah.
You certainly did. I want to meet you. Have you met your friends?
Oh, what?
Before.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
Thanks.
Quite all right. You just come in now?
Yeah, I just came back from Jersey.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I got in this morning.
That's it.
Yeah. Hey, I know you guys are muscatel drinkers.
That's right.
I don't drink wine myself, but if you'll make it port, I'll buy a bottle and bring over an extra glass.
Sit up on the line.
Well, make it port. I don't drink that muscatel.
All right.
What was that old foreman's name out there? I mean, what section was that old ugly Mike on out there?
Oh, he was out in Utah then.
Yeah. Remember he like to got us all killed there one day when we were raising track? He wouldn't let me knock that jack down?
Oh, I remember that time.
Boy, we were lucky to get out of that alive.
Sure were.
Well, looks like it's here, fellas. Our friends here seem to be dry. There's a couple
You're looking at the driest guy in the party, you rascal. I was waiting for you to spring a drink. I even spring a drink around you rascal. Come on, break out now. I'm really waiting for you to spring. Well, here it is. Nice meeting the grand guy. Thanks for your kindness.
You're more than welcome.
Well, that's swell of you to say.
But we won't make no habit of it.
I hope we won't go into a habit, you rascal. You know that. You know that we won't go into a habit.
What do you say we have a smoke?
That'd be an idea, too.
Might be. This is one of the darndest places ever I saw.
Oh, giving you a head.
Well, what the hell raps have you got against this place here? I mean, what's wrong with this man?
Well, I'm just a stranger, fella.
I wouldn't doubt that, but I mean, what's the raps you got against this man's town? I think this is one of the grandest towns in the country.
You're going to sing?
Yes. Make it E for effort, anyway.
Well, let me tell you something, fella. I bought the booze. I don't have to.
Yes, you did. You've been a gentleman, and nobody can take that rap away from you. Nobody can take that rap away from you. But listen, come here.
Go ahead.
Hey, Judge.
What are you going to say?
Phil, did you ever hear? Hey, Phil, did you ever hear a real song?
I beg your pardon.
If we can't be the same old sweethearts, why then we'll just be the same.
And you were talking about
old friends. For I want someone like you just to tell my troubles to.
What about you, Gorman? How's your railroad experience?
Oh, Pensy, New Haven.
Well, I'm going to shove off.
Okay, Joe. I'll be around for a couple of days.
Okay,
Probably
I'll
not
look
into
you
it.
up.
Come on, Joe. Good luck, Joe.
Thank you.
And what was that?
Here, right.
Fancy in a New Haven boat?
New Haven.
Yeah. Were you
Right
up
on.
were you up in Montawees?
I was in Montawees.
Well, I guess the deal is burnt up here, so I guess there's nothing left, so I'll cram too.
Okay, Pat. I'll see you around.
That's all right, boy.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's that. These guys sure took off, didn't they?
Sure. Couldn't have seen any more in evidence, so naturally they're going to go.
Anything for a drink, huh?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes.
Well, the Bauëri way.
What else is there around here?
Oh, well, what do you mean?
I was thinking about most of the places you go, there's always a place you can get a day's labor.
Down here, you can get a job dishwashing for a day.
Well, that's what I need now, a day's work, not a full week's work.
Well, plenty of jobs, according to all I hear, but you got to be there when they're open, that's all.
That's understandable. Well, look, I tell you, I left camp last night. I'm pretty well broke. You in a position to spring one here?
I haven't got penny one on me.
Sure wish we could figure out some way to get some.
Oh, look. What have you got in the keister?
Oh, I got clothes.
Well, let's go down to Steve's Market. We can rake up a few bucks down there. Punch down here. Of course, some of the stuff's hot. Most of it's all right.
You know it?
Yeah. A lot of the boys will buy down there. You'll get a good price. Matter of fact, you'll do better than a lot of these second-hand joints.
I gotta have another drink.
Yeah, we gotta have flop, too.
That's for sure.
So, want to try it?
I guess we just as well.
Well, nothing gain, nothing lost.
Where should we open this?
Anywhere. Good a place as any. There ought to be enough for drink.
Well, I haven't got too much.
What else you got?
Not much.
Here we are.
Not that, my friend.
Why not?
I said no, and I mean no, and that's all there is to it. The pants will have to do. successful, was it?
Ah, they've cheapened up. You used to be able to do all right down there.
We won't spend too much. I want to save some for a flop.
Crazy if you don't.
A glass of beer and a glass of muscatel, please.
Hello, Doc.
Have you got a room?
You got money?
Well, I haven't got a nickel.
No credit allowed.
Well, yeah, I got to sleep a while.
No credit unless you have money.
Oh, wait a minute. House for this. There's plenty in it.
Well, okay. I give you room. Leave your suitcase there.
Yeah, I will. Oh, thanks.
It's here.
Right, yeah. Sure. Thanks a million.
There's one light up this way.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, you know where you can get a job on the trucks?
on the corner of Houston Street. Follow me. Well, how you doing, Gorman?
Pretty good, say. I've heard some bad reports about you.
What about me?
Yeah.
What was it?
You disappeared out hunting you. Somebody told me you made the sneezer on Rikers Island.
No, you got the wrong island. I was on Hart's Island.
Oh, well, they're next door to each other.
Well, it's immaterial. I only done a short period of 10, and then the next one was 5. But if I had been in the right neighborhood, I would have never got anything.
Well, why don't you stay out of the wrong neighborhood? That's the best way to keep from
you
getting
have to
pinched.
jump from one side of the city to the other to find what you want to get to make a living.
So what are you doing, selling Sneaky Pete out of that pushcart of yours?
No, just selling the cardboard, metal, and rags.
To have something to eat in the morning. Or else I'll have to hit the soup pile.
You mean you eat when you're drinking wine?
I eat. I don't drink it that much to upset my stomach.
It's against the law.
Well, what can you do?
When I take one drink of that wine, I lose my appetite.
I've been in worse places than that.
Feed you all right?
Positively. Man can't live there, he can't live anywhere.
Well, you're giving it a great
You can't
big...
have a T-bone steak every day.
Why not? City's got a lot of money.
Not if you're over there.
Well, I don't know. I've never hit it, and I don't
And
believe
the other
it.
island is the same. It's better than Rikers Island. Hart's Island, everything is perfect. You have nobody to bother you, chase you around, and there's no wait.
Well, can you sleep all day if you feel
Get
like
up in the morning, go have your breakfast, come back, sweep the floor, mop it up, and stay there.
And is that all the work you do?
What are you, a bum?
Well, I'm only a bum's helper. That's
Well, you got that goddamn nose like it, you know. You ever fit in the line, or are you?
When I get my stuff cleaned up and straightened out, I'm going down and get a ship, and I'm going to wind up in the South Sea Islands.
Where?
That's where I want to go.
Well, you must like you can stay down there indefinitely.
If I
or-
don't go to the South Sea Islands, I go to Guatemala.
Are you going to stay down there from now on out?
Certainly. Why not? Might as well be there as be here.
Live under a coconut tree and on the beach?
Makes no difference where you live. If you don't live under a coconut tree here, you live in a doorway.
It's decent around here. They don't overcharge
Boy,
you.
do I love that wine.
Well, it's a good drink if you know how to handle it. Some people can't handle it.
I'd put it in my shoes.
Well, as I didn't know how to handle it when I had a few dollars.
So look, I've got a deal on it there right now.
Oh, you have?
It's a good one. Now, it's in kitchen. Pays good. It's an apartment hotel up in the middle 50s.
I see.
Very exclusive.
Well, I got a push cut out here, if it'll do any good.
No. I'm going up there and take over the kitchen.
Oh, I see.
I'm going to need some help. Now, if you're interested, and you're willing to let your whiskers get off, I think I can help you.
Oh, all right. Well, I gotta go out and get this cart and make it moving.
Well, now
So where you going?
I'm going uptown, too, and see this chef.
Oh, you going uptown, too?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, okay. But that's the deal now.
All right.
Any of the boys been around?
No, sir, not today.
Have you seen anybody?
No, sir.
Well, let me have a muskie. It's going to make it a short one. Have you seen Phil?
Not today.
Hello, boys. Who's winning all the marbles?
The old man beat me two games before.
I thought you were the house champion. You usually take everybody that plays.
Well, that happened, you know. Every day can be the same.
By the way, have you heard from your family lately?
I don't care for them. I don't depend on them, you see. I live on the old man's pension. I sit here a couple of hours a day, then I go out and have my whatever I feel like have. Then sit down in the park, then come back again, you see. That's my life.
Well, it sounded like a quiet one and a normal one. That would be what I'd want right now. Hello, Ray.
Hello, Gorman. How are you?
Oh, fair. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
What are you doing today? Anything?
Oh, I was lucky today, Gorman. I was up on the corner, got a job on a truck, made a few dollars.
I can think of a whole lot more pleasant ways to make a buck than working.
Well, that's the only way I know how to make it.
How about drink?
A drink?
Sure.
Oh, no, I'm sitting here drinking this. I don't care for a drink.
Well, what are you going to do tonight?
One of the guys was telling me that the Bauëri mission opens up here about 6:30, 6, something like that. A fella can go down there and wash and shave, get himself cleaned up, and attend service, and then they'll give him a place to sleep. I figured I'd go down there and do that. You know, it would keep me out of the gin mills, because I don't want to drink anymore.
Well, look, you made a day's pay. You've got the price of a flop in your pocket.
Well, it isn't the price, Gorman. It isn't the price.
Well,
but if I walk over here and pay in for a night, I'd still be tempted until it was time to go to sleep, see? So I figure if I go on up there, then I'll be engaged until time to go to bed, and I won't be, you know, tempted to drink.
Well, after all, a man's mind is his own. If you don't want to drink, you don't want to drink. I'll offer it to you again, and you say no, okay.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Gorman. I'd like to have the drink, but I don't want it.
Well, pal, I'm going across the street to the Confidence and pour 2 or 3 in me to carry me through the night.
2 or 3 won't do you any good, boy.
Oh, you'd be surprised, because they're going to be doubles.
That figures.
So, I'll be seeing you, boy.
Okay. Okay, Gorman. Take it easy. Take it easy.
I am glad tonight to introduce to you our superintendent, the Reverend George L. Bolton. Reverend Bolton, may the Lord bless you. Gentlemen, for more than 28 years now, I have ministered, shall I say, on Skid Row, endeavoring to tell men that there are no hopeless cases with God. I think I know somewhat of the truth of that statement, from personal experience because I am a product of a rescue mission located on Skid Row. I dare say there isn't a man here today who started out to end up on the Bowery of New York. At least one newspaper man stated that it was the saddest and the maddest street in the world. Maybe that was an understatement. Truly it is a tragic street. I again say I don't believe that ever a man, whether he be on Skid Row or otherwise, who started out with a life ambition to end up in a drunkard's grave. And yet that might happen to some person here this very day. It need not be so. God loves you, man. When you accept Christ, you become in God's sight just as if you had never sinned. Isn't that wonderful? Now, my friends, as our heads is bowed and as our eyes is closed, remember, sir, that this is God's invitation, the same that was given to this man so many years ago, and so many hundreds that have passed through the doors of this place. It's not what I say, it's not what even the preachers said, but it's what you do tonight with Jesus. We ask you tonight to come. Come tonight. Kneel here at this altar and tell Jesus that you want him to be your Savior. Will you do it, sir, even as we close now in prayer?
Yes, sir. I lost Jesus 24 years ago, and I've been a lost man ever since, and I'm so glad I came here tonight.
Amen for that testimony.
What's the story here? What's the setup?
Haven't you been here before?
No, I've never been here before. Really, you'd have to sleep on the floor the first night.
Too many men wants beds.
Sleep on the floor?
Oh, yes. Too many men wants beds.
There must be quite a few come in here.
Oh, yes.
You say the first night, you mean I can stay here more than one night?
Oh, yes.
Well, how long can you stay here?
Well, if they assign you to a bed upstairs, you're entitled to a week.
A week?
Oh, yes.
Well, will you get a chance to get out during the daytime
Yes,
and try to get a job?
We'll have plenty of time to look for work.
I see.
Listen, fellas, I want to tell you something about what you have to do now while you're in here. You see, we're here to help you. We want to give you a bed. Before we can give you a bed, you've got to be cleaned up. Now, listen, you keep quiet till I get through, and then you can start. In the first place, you have to stay in here all night. You have to have a bath. You have to put your clothes in the fumigator. You have to wash your small clothes. You have to shave. All those things you have to do before you can have a bed, and then we'll give you a bed. Now listen, when you come in here, you leave the booze outside. Forget all about Sneaky Pete. He's a thing of the past with you. When you come in here, stay sober.
Take this. Oh, thanks.
We'll get used to this.
Well, what time we get up in the morning?
6 o'clock in the morning.
6 o'clock, huh? Thanks.
Okay, boy.
But the girl that I love stole a horse that I love.
I haven't done anything.
What do you say, fellas? Hey!
Oh, hello
you
there.
boy.
Not so good. You can see that. You don't need to ask that question, do you?
Well,
Are you holding it?
You didn't make it.
I couldn't take any more of that.
I know darn well.
Well, you can only stand so much, you know. I don't care how tough you are. You can't take a...
I don't know
You're not
about
a
you.
Superman, are you?
No, sir. I don't know
right,
about
man.
you fellas.
I
I'm going to have a
boy.
drink.
Well, the older you get, boy, the faster you shrink.
You got a glass of beer, please?
That was all right.
Something said. I'm making
Do
out.
you mind if I have a puff of your cigarette?
No, not at all.
Oh, look, I'll stand up myself. Can you stand up?
Well, I hope so. Where the legs go, I don't know.
Come on.
All right, well, come on. Let's get over here and...
I'll help you. Hey, Jimmy, you only met him tonight. There is the grandest side that ever drew breath. Well, when you say so, that's it. When Collins gives him to pay you up, hey, that is. Hey, that's the swellest guy that ever played with life.
And somebody talked me into taking a job on a newspaper. Well, I worked on the Washington Times and the Washington Herald, and meantime, I just get a yen. I want to study medicine.
I understood you were a pretty good physician.
Sure, I graduated in medicine, and I got fired out of the Washington Times, and I figured, well, I'll go somewhere where I can practice. Oh, no, I was a damn good surgeon. I was a damn good internist.
I'll tell you one thing. You might have been as good as you say. But me, I only care for one thing.
Say, by the way, Ray, where were you foaled anyway?
Well, I was born in Kentucky, raised in North Carolina.
You want 1 point. I gave you 15 cents to buy me a Band-Aid bandage, and you'll never get back. You're a runner. You see that leg? You see that leg? That to me is the rousiest thing that I can do. Wait till I tell you. You're entitled to your opinion, but I want you to know one thing. That's about the lousiest thing that a guy can do.
Hold on.
Excuse me.
David, you better drink.
I will you know. Let me get... Hey, where did you come from?
Well, I just thought of the chair. Well, next thing
I can find my own
Yeah,
chair.
where'd this come from?
I can find my own
Yeah.
chair. You understand that? I take you.
I don't know. I just come around.
Gorman, we gotta get a drink for this lady.
Well, all right, you know where a bar is, don't you?
I know where the bar is.
All right, make tracks.
Look, you up there and get you what you're drinking. I want a gin.
And I want sandwich.
The police officer with that badge.
Yes, sir.
Suppose he had said, well, come on with me.
What could I do?
Hey, what?
I'm a
You're a victim of circumstance.
You're certainly right. No.
Gin with a beer chaser.
You want a beer chaser, too.
Why didn't you speak?
Who you chase?
That's all right.
Anyway, you got to go there.
Yeah. Well, you want to with me?
You mean you take a broken guy like that compared to me? I can't understand it at all.
That's right. Get rid of him, then we'll be set.
Well, all right. Go ahead.
All right, I'll tell you what you do.
You spend your 80 cents and go to sleep in a park somewhere.
No.
I don't care whether I go to sleep in a park or not.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But I want to tell you one
Where are
thing.
you sleeping then?
Yeah.
It's none of your business. She's with me.
I know. I want the address, that's all.
Nobody don't get my address.
No?
No.
Nobody.
No.
What bush is it?
I go to them. There's the honor.
Boy, if I have to get up here and punch you in the nose...
That's mine.
No, you're not going to do that. No.
Well...
That's for a bird. That's for a bird.
Joe Hart, you ought to throw. Joe Hart should throw.
Oh, go ahead. Take a drink out of it. Go ahead. Take a drink. Take a drink. Get proud of you. Go ahead. It's up to you. It's up to you now. Whatever you want to make. Whatever you want to do.
Never jack back. Never jack back with the
Don't tell me now, here.
Chief Bender never called me downfield.
You know what? Baby race.
Either one of you know where you are.
Will you get out of here? Get out of here. Pick him up. Give me a drink. Get him out of here.
What are you going to do with the stuff you got here?
Oh, I'll take it along with me, Walter.
You know you owe me 2 nights' room then.
I know, but look, I've got enough stuff in that suitcase to hop. Worth a whole lot more than 2 nights' room rent. Now, you know I never stuck anybody on this Bowery. I've been coming here for a long, long time. Have I ever hooked anybody here?
Okay.
Thank you a lot, Walter.
So long, buddy.
I'll see you.
Hey, Bill, here comes the cops.
Oh, let's go. Gee, there looks like way there. Let's get him.
Well, looks like you had a pretty rugged night.
You can say that again.
How about a drink? Get that down your hatch.
No, thanks.
Well, what's the matter?
I just don't care for it. I drank too much of that stuff.
What's the trouble?
Well, you know the story. I came in with money after working all summer.
Yeah.
Started drinking that mess. One thing led to another. Drank a lot, spent a lot. Wound up in the alley over there with nothing in the world. No clothes, no money, nothing.
Well, probably some of your drinking companions hauled you in there by your pockets.
If they did, they didn't leave any pocket. Because I wasn't holding a thing.
Well, that happened. What then?
Well, I was just sitting here, waiting to see if maybe one of the boys from the camp wouldn't come in, like maybe buy a few dollars off of him and get cleaned up and go on out to Chicago. I'm disgusted with this place. I hear they're hiring men out there. I go out there and get a job and make my last stand out there. If I don't make it this time, I'm giving up.
Well, how do you expect to get out there?
Well,
you haven't got any money?
No, but if I get cleaned up, maybe I can get a day's work, you know, and then hitchhike, or maybe I'll ship up the line on the railroad and just walk on down the tracks instead of going to work. Ship out in the other direction till I get there. But I know one thing. There's no excuse for me to try to start just taking 1 or 2 of them.
No good.
That's the reason I refused that one there. From now on, I'm not going to do it.
We hope.
Well, I'm not going to say I'm not going to do it. I'm going to try not to do it.
I've only said that 1,000 times.
But you got me by a couple of years. I've only said it about 800.
Now look, I'm not holding anything myself right now. I haven't even got a plug nickel. But there's a buddy of mine supposed to be in here and give me some dough. If he does, he hasn't shown up yet. He's a little about an hour overdue, but he always comes. Now, I'll guarantee that when I see him, you'll get enough to go on.
Yeah, I know. I've heard those things before.
Look, I don't hand malarkey out. When I tell a man something, I keep my word.
My friend, I've heard that many a time before. I'll be seeing you around.
Okay. What's the matter with you anyway? You went out of that place like a turpentine cat.
You know how it is, Gorman. I was trying to get a few bucks. Get myself back on my feet. I didn't see anybody in there I knew. So I figured here was as good a place as any to wait.
You know, we try to help each other out down here when we've got it.
I understand that.
All right.
I never ran into it myself.
When you blew out of there, Obie blew in, and Obie was holding.
Obie, that was that friend you were telling me about?
That's right. He showed up, and he was carrying a bundle. So, I put the bite on Obie. And I got pieced off. Now I'll divide the wealth with you. It's not much, but it might help.
You'll share the wealth with me?
I sure will. Will that help you any?
It certainly will. I'll go over here to Talman's and get a clean shirt and a clean pair of pants, and I'll be able to get to work again.
That's okay, but get off this Bowery and stay off the place.
Well, I certainly appreciate this, Gorman. If I ever run into you again, I'll give it back. But if I don't, I'll pass it on to somebody else.
Do what you please about that. We'll run into each other again.
Thanks a million.
Well, good luck to you, boy.
Best to you.
Right. How you doing? How are you? Oh, pretty good. I just the other day I feel pretty good about it.
By the way, have you seen Ray lately, Scotty?
Yes, this morning.
Ray? Why,
So
Ray
that
this
was
morning.
down the
That's right, too.
Yeah.
I picked Ray up in the alley this morning. Terrible shape. And we made a squeeze of heat. Gave him a drink. Tried to straighten him out a little. And we took him out, got him a cup of coffee.
That's as
That's the life
That's
we
as
live.
true. That's
Walked away
as true
from
as
it.
it is. He did that. He
That's
did that.
right.
Well, he was in here just a little while back.
Hey.
Yes, and he's all right now, too.
I didn't think a man could straighten out so far.
Yes. I got him
I'll
straight.
leave him
I can get anybody straight.
What you
brother.
do for him anyway?
I dressed him up, put some money in his pocket,
He don't brag either about what he does.
No,
fed him,
no.
I mean
put him on the train. The boy's going to be all right.
What do you mean by being all
I
right?
know he's going to be all right. I got him a good job, and the kid's going to come through. He wanted to get off the Bowery, and I did the best I could to help. And that's all any man can do.
Done what you
Let
said.
me tell you something. He'll be back.